so-and-so and so-and-so. So I thought, oh my God, this is considered someone's private porch, but they don't tell you anything about porch etiquette when you check in. So how are you supposed to know? And also it contradicts what they said on the website about like the porches being there for everybody. So I thought, well, that's weird. You know, that's pretty passive aggressive. Like instead of just coming out and saying, hey, y'all, you know, this is so-and-so's porch, you can't sit here. They went to the trouble to go to the computer, type up a sign and format it, print out the sign and format it, laminate the sign, and then come upstairs and tack it to the door. That's crazy. And there were these just three old ladies who I don't know if there were two or three, they all looked alike to me. I called them Bitsy, Bunny, and Betsy. You know, we're kind of lurking around, and another red flag is that they have this big jug of water in the lobby, right? And it's hot here, and you're walking around and doing all these activities. So when I would come in from walking around and doing my activities, I would be really thirsty. And so I would take my water bottle, and I wouldn't take all the water, I would just fill it up halfway. And the jug had plenty of water in it for everybody, right? And so every time I would fill my water bottle, Bunny would say, oh, isn't it nice that we're able to provide you with this water? And I thought, bitch, I'm paying you $400 a night. That's the least you can do. But then they had this one front desk woman who was really mean. She was young, but she was really mean. She looked like a masseuse in an Eastern European spa or something, that she's about to beat the shit out of you. It's very stern and not friendly at all. I know why I told you that, because the other people who worked there were all these young women. Young, really friendly. They're doing all the housekeeping, all the cleaning up after Bitsy, Benny, and Bunny, all those people, and they were always running around the hotel like crazy and serving breakfast and cleaning. So I felt really sorry for them. I thought, my God, what must it be like to work here and work for these sour nut jobs? We had this kitchenette, so we were using some dishes and glassware and coffee cups and stuff, and so they didn't really do daily housekeeping, but every other day I would ask for housekeeping, and I'd leave a sink full of dishes and a $20 bill. Some money into these women's hands, right? Fake. There was a spa, and nobody was there. It was just a massage table in a room, and there was no option for a massage, like what they call themselves, the hotel and spa. So today was not a housekeeping day, and when my husband and I got back to our room last night, all of a sudden there's this like plastic thing with a menu in it that's sitting on our kitchenette, and it's like a wine menu, and that wasn't there yesterday morning, and we didn't ask for housekeeping yesterday, so someone just went into our room and put that there. Not a big deal, but here's where this becomes interesting. So this morning I was sitting on a porch at a restaurant having breakfast, and I get a call from one of the Bitsy, Bunny, and Betsy's. I guess her name is really Helen. And it's Helen, this is Helen from the Spencer Hotel and Spa. You broke our lamp, and we're going to charge you $200, and you put the other lamp on the floor, and so we're going to charge you $200 for that one too. I'm like, what? So I'm going to show you the lamps in a minute. So I was like, what? I'm like, Helen, these lamps are on the weirdest, tiniest little shelves. If you roll over at night and bump it slightly, it's going to fall on the floor. I'm like, I don't take responsibility for that. And I said, furthermore, I was trying to save the other lamp from harm. That's why I put it on the floor. And the other lamp is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And I was trying to tell her this, and she just said, you broke our lamps. And she hung up on me, like just hung up. And I was not yelling at her. I was just telling her what's what, right? So I pay my bill at breakfast, and I go marching back to that shithole. And I go to the front desk, and the Eastern